Great Thursday, great Thursday, great Thursday. Welcome to Thursday Live. I'm Coach Deborah, and I'm so happy to have you here with us today. So relax, get ready for some great information. We're talking about Blueprint for Success this year. And this month, we are talking about peer pressure can derail that blueprint. Peer pressure can derail that blueprint. How many of you know that you can be going along, minding your own business, having a great day, and somebody will try to push a button to mess that whole thing up? So we're trying to help you with that this month. So I do want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for always reaching out to show us your support by praying for us, assisting us with our 501c3 organization. You know, it takes funds to keep this going. And then I love your likes, your comments, and your shares. So thank you so very much for all of that. Without all of you, Build Your Best Life would not be possible. So I do appreciate you so much. Now, our topic today is that's not cool. That's not cool. And yes, I'm dating myself. I know our young people don't use that phrase anymore. However, that is our topic today. So say it with me. Hey, how about putting it in the chat? That's not cool. That's not cool. It is not. Believe me, it is not. Well, we know that parents, mentors, educators, and others consider some aspects of life good, it's fun, it builds character, helps you with your ethics, It's success building. And they try to teach it, instill it in you, make it something that is you can start doing on a consistent basis. You're intentional in doing that, and they think all of that is great, right? How many of you still think that's great? However, some negative peers, because not all peers are negative, we have some really great people that are in our lives that are happy to assist us, happy to hold us up when we may be getting ready to fall down, and show us some things that we need to do in order for our blueprint for success to be just that successful. However, there are those negative peers, those counterparts that believe some of the things that are being taught are outdated. They make you a nerd. Your parents are just trying to control you. Not true, but that's what some of them will lead you to believe. Now, some items that are appropriate, they don't go away no matter what year it is, what generation you are from. People will just say those things are just not cool. I know that those things are still relevant. They never go away. But those negative peers, some of your friends will lead you to believe some of these things that's not cool. Would they say it's not dope, it's not slap, or some other term. But I want to talk about some of these things because I totally disagree. Totally. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I know in today's church, it's come as you are. Well, to me, come as you are means that it doesn't mean roll out of the bed with your bonnet on your head, your bedroom shoes on your feet, and just roll up into church. Come as you are. That's not what I think it meant. To me, it means that but some people don't have nice clothing. They just may have some faded out, and I don't mean stylish, but just faded out pants or jeans or whatever, but that's all they have. So we welcome you with open arms because that's all you have. But hey, there is nothing wrong with someone wearing a pair of slacks and a polo shirt to church. And I mean someone of the younger generation, because your friends may say, well, why you have that on? Why you don't have on your jeans? Why you not sporting your new kicks? What is wrong with you? You got on dress shoes. Why you have those on? Hey, your old man made you put those on? Why did your old man have to make you put them on? What's wrong with looking neat, presentable? There's nothing wrong with that. Why do you have to be called a nerd? Why, if I like polo shirts. We have some people that say, I don't even like to wear t-shirts or collarless shirts. I prefer to wear a shirt with a collar on it. What's wrong with that? That's your style. Because if you want to get right down to it, that's one problem, because everybody wants to try to fit in. So most of your generation is wearing jeans, their Adidas, their Nikes, whatever, and looks really nice, but that's what they want to wear. But if you choose to do something different, that should be perfectly okay. You should not be judged because you want to wear a polo shirt and some slacks. And don't let anybody deter you. If that's what you want to wear to church, if that's what you want to wear to work, like on casual Fridays, you may want to roll up in some slacks and a nice shirt. Your coworker shouldn't be looking at you like, hey, you forgot it was Friday? No. You got a meeting with the directors or something? No. Well, why you have that on this Friday? This is what I chose to wear today. Hey, dress for success if that's what you want to do. But I can tell you it's helpful if you're trying to progress and go somewhere, dress for success. Okay? Enough of that. Press clothing. Why do people think that you're supposed to wash your clothes, throw them in the dryer, and put them on? I didn't get that memo. I was talking to someone and I was like, I kind of like rolled up on them and said, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but why you didn't press your shirt? Well, they usually look all right, but I don't know why this one, kind of wrinkly. Because normally what I do is wash them and throw them in the dryer. I said, okay, first of all, your nice polo shirts like that, don't wash them and throw them in the dryer. Wash them, make sure you got some Downy, some kind of fabric softener in there, and hang them up. Let them air dry, and you will have less wrinkles. You may not have to press them. But, once you put them in the dryer and they get all tumbled up and wrinkled up and wound up with other clothes, they're going to have wrinkles. You don't want the wrinkles. Oh, okay. And they were glad for the tip, right? But some people would say, now you're just doing too much. Why you got to iron some clothes before you put them on? Well, I just think they look better if they're not all wrinkled up. So if you are with me and you are 15, you're 20, you're 35, you're 40, you're 95, and you would rather your clothes to be pressed first, then no one should call you out and say, that's not cool, right? You should be able to stand out, look nice if that's what you want to do. And it's not just clothes, but these are some of the things that I just wanted to mention. Hey, those shoestrings. You pass by somebody and those shoestrings just flopping around. They're dirty because you've been stepping on them. And it's like, now my shoestrings come loose all the time, but then I tie them back. And it's like, your shoestrings loose? Oh, I know. Okay, so if you know why they loose, oh, that's the way we wear them. Why? I don't know. See, you don't even know. And sometimes that's what happens. People do things, they don't know why they do them. They just do it because you see somebody else do it and you don't even question it because you want to fit in with everybody else, so you just do it. And this doesn't kind of go with what we're talking about today, but I know I've told this before about this lady. They would buy a roast, and she's always done it that way, but she buy a roast and she cut off both ends of the roast, just throw it away, put it in the pot and do her thing. And then one day she was like, why do I do this? That's just a waste. So she calls up her mom. Hey, Mom, why do we cut off the ends of the roast and throw it away? I don't know. That's what your grandmother always did. So that's why I did it too. So you don't want to call grandmama. You go visit grandmama. Grandmama, Granny, why do we cut off the ends of the roast and throw it away and then cook the roast? Say, I don't know why you do it that way, but the pot I had, it wouldn't fit the whole roast. So I used to just cut off the ends. So that's why grandmama did it. Mama just saw her do it. You saw mama do it. You got a nice roaster. The whole thing will fit in there, but y'all just been wasting money and meat because you saw somebody do something. And that's what we do today. We see somebody doing something and we just join in because we want to fit in where we can get in. Stand out. Be different. Stand out. Be different. You can do it. It's okay. So you standing on and walking on those shoestrings because somebody else doing it, where they're fine, they may be more flexible, whatever. You might step on yours and fall and break a bone because you saw somebody doing it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But these are things, and I'm laughing, I'm making light of it. But these are things that happen in life and all through life. People do things because they've seen other people do it. They don't know why a certain person does a certain thing. And it can just be some of the simplest things. Oftentimes people see me fumbling with my glasses. It's not a nervous, it's not a nervous thing. Or if I'm going to be doing certain things, I have to take my glasses off and lay them down. Well, you can't see without your glasses. Why are you taking your glasses off? And then they think, oh, maybe that's cool. I'll just take my glasses off too. Well, to be honest, I have a small head, so my glasses will fall off my face if I get in a certain position. So I have to take my glasses off. So you should ask why before you just randomly take yours off and know you can't see. Because believe me, I need mine. So in life, think about things. Do you want to just fit in, or do you just want to do things because other people do them? Or you think, oh, well, that's the fad that's going on now. It's a fad. I know it's a fad, but I want to follow the fad. You just do things. I heard about, going outside and just laying down and just looking up at the sun, and that can do something to, help you. I know I need more vitamin D. Okay, but when you were thinking about doing that, did you do any type of research? Did you realize while you were going outside, no sunglasses on, trying to get some vitamin D, that you were negatively impacting your eyes? Why do you do what you do? Think about it. Think about it. Another one. You're in class and the professor, excuse me, a teacher, you can be in church, the facilitator, your Sunday school teacher, whomever, they have a certain perspective. And people start whispering. I have these funny looks on their faces, and it's like, what are you talking about? And while they're doing that, you agree with what they're saying because you've seen this particular circumstance before, and so you know where they're coming from, but you're afraid to say anything. Or so you start doing the same thing they're doing. Like, why? If you have the intelligence, the knowledge to understand what they are trying to portray to you and why, it's like, just why are you doing that? Never make yourself, well, to me, it doesn't make sense to make yourself look, I don't want to say dumb, but make yourself look like you're not as knowledgeable as you are because someone else doesn't understand something. So you're going to get, instead of you staying on your level and trying to explain it to them, you're going to swoop down on their level. I'm going to get down in the bushes with you. You don't know, so I'm going to pretend I don't know. I've never understood that. I've never understood that. And that goes along with my next one. Why is it not cool to have a high GPA? When hey, when you were standing in the line and God was giving out knowledge, He gave you a lot of it. I don't know what had happened to the line, but He decided He's gonna give you a lot. So I mean, you can just sit there and listen. You don't have to take notes, and you can just breeze through the exams. You just hold and retain that information. That's just kind of what kind of memory you have. Like one of my granddaughters, she could just sit. She's looking at her tablet, and you think, oh, she just on a tablet. She goes to sites on her tablet that are teaching information. She taught herself to read. So while everybody else on her age couldn't read, and they're thinking, oh, she can't read either. There's no reason why they thought she could read until one day she started reading, and they like, huh? But what if she had thought, oh, I'm not supposed to be able to read, so I'm just going to pretend like the rest of them. No. And she's in her class, and I can't speak for school, but I know at church, I mean, she goes to her class. All the other kids, they can't read because, of course, they're just 3 and 4. And she's, what is she, 5, 6? I get it now. I get it mixed up. She's either 5 or 6, but most of them can't read, and they're not expected to be able to read. Just know some sight words, but she can read. So she helps the teacher. She'll read the lesson. And so I'm just happy that she doesn't dumb herself down. Well, they can't read, so I'm just gonna sit here. And the innocence of little kids. So she's not gonna just sit there and not read. She can read, so she's gonna help out. And you want me to read that? I'll read it for you. And she can read just like as well as I can read. She may not know all the big words. And I don't know a lot of big words either, but some of the words I know she may not know, but you tell her what it is, she can do it. So why is it so different when you get in high school, when you get in college? And you should want to, in my opinion, show what you know when you're in high school to try to get some scholarships to help your parents so you can get through college. So it's like, oh, no, 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 no. So you see, and you have to watch. This is another reason why you have to watch what your children are doing. You can't just be in a space, well, I know that they grasp this information. I know that they're going to do their homework. So I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to say, hey, have you done your homework? Let me see it. Blah, 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 blah. You just let them go with the flow. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at the report card and the grades have gone down. What is happening? What? You can't get the words out. What is going on? So you find out, oh, the kids are teasing them because they're smart. They're making A's and A pluses. So the kids begin to tease them. Oh, you're a nerd. And don't let them have to wear glasses. Oh my goodness. Oh, you just a nerd. So yeah, I'm kind of anal about certain things. So yeah, I'm making sure you do your homework. Hey, but I don't go to school with you. You're not turning it in. To appease your peers, you're going to dummy yourself down. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's not cool. It's not cool to make good grades. It's not cool to seem smart. When the teacher's asking questions, you just, oh, that's not cool. You're supposed to just sit there. The teacher called on someone, professor may ask someone to, go work a problem, and they don't know the answer, but you just sit there. Can't make anybody think I'm trying to be a know-it-all. If you know what you know. So I don't understand, because if I know something, hey, I know it. I'm gonna write it down. I don't have to just yell out, I know. But I'm not gonna sit and pretend I don't know. If somebody asks me, I'm gonna see what it is. So don't just think about these things I'm saying. So doesn't that sound so silly? Oh, I have been doing that. And yeah, that doesn't make sense. I risked my chances of getting a scholarship or being valedictorian or salutatorian because someone called me a nerd. They'll get over it because 20 years from now, when they're on the side of the road with a sign and you're doing something else, they'll wish that they had studied and got good grades. They wish you had been calling them a nerd so you don't dummy yourself down. And then this last one, it's not cool to ride the bus. So if your parents cannot afford to get you a car, you're not old enough to have a car, they don't think you should have a car for whatever reason. They don't have time to drop you off because of the conflicting schedules of when they need to be at work and when you need to be to school. They can't take you and drop you off, so you have to ride the bus. I know when I was going, people would laugh and say, "Oh, you had to ride the yellow dog today." I know I'm really aging myself, but yeah, we used to call it the yellow dog. So you have to ride the school bus. So what? You don't have to walk. Years ago, probably your great grandmama had to walk to school if she wanted to go to school. So at least you have transportation. So you rather miss school and tell your parents you missed the bus because you don't want somebody to see you riding the bus? Oh, why I have to ride the bus? Can I see if can you drop me over my friend's house so I can ride to school with them? Well, you know you're gonna have to get up at 5 o'clock. I don't care. What's the deal? What's the deal? You got your expectation, but it's not cool. My friends gonna laugh at me. They see me getting off school bus, and they got cars. Okay, and how's that going for them? How many tickets your friend got? How many times your friend's license been suspended? Didn't you tell me last week your friend wrecked his dad's car? Okay, I think you need to get on the bus. And this is just me. You may not want your child to have to get on the bus. You may not want your child to have a high GPA. You may not want your child to be raising their hand and answering questions. You may not care if your child's shoestrings trip them up and they can't play football because they broke their leg. Hey, but I'm just saying, what peers say is not cool. Hey, it doesn't stop at teens. It doesn't stop with young adults. You will find this behavior goes on and on with life. At my age, there are certain people that, well, why do you do that? Well, don't you get tired? Well, I don't think you should do that. Won't you let somebody else do that? I know the purpose for my life, and I have to abide by that. You may not agree, but it's all good. So that's not cool. But I just thought that this was some little nuggets that I could drop off today to help you as you manage your child, your grandchild, yourself, your friends. You can share it with someone to say, hey, don't let someone else make you do things in life that you would normally do. They're outside of your character. They're outside of the ethics that you have for your life. They're outside of the values that you hold true to yourself. Be yourself. Don't go along just the fit in. Now that's not cool. That's what's not cool. So I hope that something that I said today has helped someone. And you're not sitting there thinking, now she's doing not cool. But I think that they were great nuggets. So I hope someone agrees with that. So I do appreciate you joining me today, because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to join us on Thursday Live with Coach Deborah. I hope you're just as enthused on Saturday to join me for Saturday Morning Reel. I got a great one. I can't wait to do this one. I am super excited about it. And it is entitled Square Pig. Square Pig. You got to join me 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Saturday Morning Reel. Square Pig. I will be looking for you. So, this year, Build Your Best Life is declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over your life, and your life. Right? We know that God has plans for your life. He wants you to have what? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I dare you to put it in the chat. It's cool. It's okay. Put it in the chat. God wants you to have prosperity, not disaster, not failure, not turned down. He wants you to have prosperity. And he also wants you to have the future that you hope for. So as we talk about the blueprint for success this year, please design your blueprint for success based on the plans that God has given for your life, and make sure that you follow them so that you can build your best life. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And I hope to see you Saturday morning. Take care. Bye-bye.